So IK Multimedia have come out with their latest guitar plugin, AmpliTube 5, and they've given me access to the max version of the software. And as far as I can tell, this comes with everything. Every expansion pack for AmpliTube 5 and past expansion packs, it seems, as well. A lot of licensed stuff, which is really cool, and some of AmpliTube's, IK Multimedia's own. And let me tell you, this thing is feature rich. It is full to the brim with different routing options, tones, different pedals, amps, post and pre effects. There's a ton of stuff in this thing, and I didn't really want to go through everything in this video, so this is going to be a bit more of a stripped back video, a stripped back look at AmpliTube 5 and what I like about it and what I think you guys will like about it too. This video is sponsored by IK Multimedia as well, which is really cool. Big thanks to them for sending over a download key for AmpliTube 5. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Like I said, I really do not want to go through every feature of this plugin. There are other videos that do that better than I could anyway. So I've really stripped down kind of my approach to this plugin and taken a look at what I really like about this thing, and that is the different presets. There's, I think, like 2,500 presets, factory presets that come with the max version of this software. I've managed to pick roughly 20 of my favourites, and we're going to go through them, break them down a little bit. Then I've written a little song, show you how this plugin can sound in a mix and also on bass. And then at the end, maybe we will, if the video's not gone on too long, we will make a preset from scratch, completely to my taste, what I would do, in a way, what I would do if I was setting up my dream rig in real life, but do it in software. Sound cool? Okay, let's get into it. First up, you've already heard it in the little intro I did, but this is an 80s clean, almost like a wet, dry, wet setup going on here. We have 3 identical amps. Let's take a look at the mixer. So this is kind of post the amps and the amp effects. And we have controls over each different cab and things like that. And then here's the post effects. So these are sort of your rack mount effects in a way. We have a EQ, a digital reverb, and then it looks like a compressor. Let's turn the reverb off. Let's move on to another favourite. This is an ambient blues lead, and it's using one of my favourite amps in the whole plugin, and that is a 57 Deluxe from Fender. One of the licensed ones, and this thing rips. It's a really gnarly sound. Then a Fender tape echo, which sounds great, and a couple of EQ, reverb, compressor things post, which kind of make it sound all a bit more produced in a way. And it sounds like this. Let's move on to this one. This is a slightly different thing going on here. This is from the Brian May expansion pack. This is the Brighton Rock preset. I don't know Brighton Rock, the solo, but it's just a great sound. of a high gain preset here. This is actually from the Joe Satriani pack. I don't know any Joe Satriani songs on guitar, but I thought this was a really cool, almost sort of roomy, high gain sound. As you can hear, that's very roomy. It's a very roomy sound. So if we get the mixer up here and turn the room down. We can also change the room, which is cool. Let's, here are the different rooms here. There's a subway. Let's have a listen to this. This was a really simple blackface sort of tone that I was really enjoying. What I liked about it is the spring reverb. You can really hear the drippiness in the spring. Just listen to that. I love those flutters in a spring reverb, and that just nails it for me. Let's actually have another mess around with these IRs. So as you can see here, this is sort of the room that it's mic'd up in. It looks like we've got a condenser 414 and an SM57 mic going on. Really sort of typical guitar cab mics, but we've also got all of these going on. A few ribbons as well. Maybe let's change that condenser for a ribbon. See how this sounds? And this thing is insane. Look how sort of in-depth we can go with the mic placements. Let's just move it closer to the edge. What I also like is that we can change the speaker inside of the cab. And look at all of these. Let's just crank it up to 10, and then we'll move on to the next preset. Another sort of weirder one to look at, we have two AC30s, sort of in a wet-dry setup. We have a sort of, it looks like a chorus pedal, C1 type thing, in one of the amps, but also we're going into a load of effects afterwards in post. So let's take a listen. Such a great AC30 sound, really chimey. We got some nice EQ going on here, like a vintage tube EQ going on in post, as well as a stereo enhancer thing. Let's move on to a Jimi Hendrix preset. This is just the Foxy Lady preset, so you know what it's going to sound like. It's a Marshall type thing. this is a really nice little preset. We're back to the tweed amps, which I'm loving, and this is a 57 champ. But it's called, the preset itself is called Garbage Champ, so it's basically cranked. So the actual amp is not cranked, but we do have a sort of octave fuzz in the front end, and it just sounds nasty. Not a super usable sound, but a ton of fun. Let's have a look at this. A sort of a higher gain sound, Marshall on one side, and a Diesel on one side. Paisley Crunch. Now, I assume this is Brad Paisley. He's definitely known for using Dr. Z amps, and we do have a couple of licensed Dr. Z amps in this plugin, which is really cool. And this is just a sort of a lo-fi, crunchy country tone going on, reasonably high gain still, and it just sounds great. Again, we're back to the tweeds. I've really enjoyed the tweed amps in this, in AmpliTube 5. This is a 57 Bandmaster, and this is just a crunchy tone. We have a diode overdriver in the front, and an EQ and a delay and a reverb post, and that's pretty much it. Really think that the Fender 2-pack, especially the one with all the tweeds in, has nailed that sort of tweed, broken speaker, crunchy goodness. This is a Thunderbird 200, so I'm guessing that's like a 200 watt monster, and it sounds thick. Those are sort of my favourite presets that I've kind of been through. So let's jump into the song, and then we'll come back here and we'll create a preset. Okay, so let's get on with making a preset from scratch. I thought that'd be a fun thing to do. As is probably evident from the rest of the video, I've been a fan of the Fender stuff, so let's start there. Let's have a listen to the 57 Deluxe. Yeah, I can hear myself playing that. This is the Bassman. So far it's the Deluxe. I've enjoyed the Bandmaster, let's have a listen to that. I think I'm liking this. Yeah, nothing wrong with that whatsoever. One thing we haven't really done in this video yet is check out some pedals, which is weird. Let's check out some pedals now. To me, that just sounds like a great old school rock out tone. Now, we liked the 63 reverb spring. That sounds killer. Let's turn the Mudhoney off and find a good fuzz. That sounds great. Let's spice things up a little and add a second amp and join the orange. So let's add an OR50 maybe. It's a bit dark. Let's try an AD30. That's more what I had in mind. Let's actually just turn off the Fender for now. And then if we add the tweed back into that with the reverb. Let's add a bit of delay to the orange line, and then I think we're there. I thought we were there, but let's add, I'm thinking a flanger. Let's go out there. Here we go. Bit of modulation. That pretty much covers everything I wanted to say about AmpliTube 5. Marshall's, AmpliTube's own stuff, oranges, high watts, some really interesting ones. I saw a silver tone, look how cool that looks, and also a Supro I saw. Look at that, how cool is that? Tons and tons of stuff. I think it's awesome. I really enjoyed getting to know it. Big thanks to the guys at IK Multimedia for sponsoring the video and sending over a download key. Yeah, I definitely recommend checking it out. I don't know if there's a free demo to try out first, but there's definitely more affordable options than the Max, and then maybe you can just download the packs that you like after that. So thanks guys for checking out the video. If you like what you saw, please subscribe and maybe check out some more. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers guys.